I'm sorry if you're staring at my saying that it was voting. I'm gonna try to sign in chats, talk to people. Ooh. Um, so what I figured out is happening to me, but you. So so having a little bit of issue with chat, but I will answer you. Okay, so question came in from a friend about medication. So, as you all know, I'm really open about medication. Trembling you here is I always eat dark chocolate. Dark chocolate is also good for you because it has a lot of has a has quite a bit of fiber. If you have like the percent, I prefer 70%. 5. And so what she asked me was, I'll get the question, I will not divulge who you are. What time do you take Seroquel at night? So I take it. I'm actually bad. I'm taking it late right now. In an ideal world, I take it at 6:30 to 7 o'clock at night, and I'm out. So it's already 8. I'm an hour late. I'm gonna take it. There are 2 big pills. They are moods, Seroquel, or if I can say the right word, olanzapine, are mood stabilizers. It's a mood stabilizer. There are other types. I've been on them all. Some make you gain weight. That's a whole other head issue with me. So you don't do that if you avoid it. With sensitive about things, and I am not ashamed to say I am obsessive. Weight. Oh, you saw me take it. And so to combat that as a negative, I exercise 3 days a week for an hour, and sometimes 5 if I'm up at the cottage, because I find running along the water, I have a route up there, it helps me feel better. Being kinetic when I'm anxious, flooding the good endorphins, dopamine into your brain because you have done a good run, helps turn situation. The flood of endorphins you have them um, is almost like medicine. Instead of having an adult temper tantrum, I'm for everyone around me. I would rather go run and that as a life skill. Okay. Then I have 3 more pills I take. One's an anxiety, are hormone replacement therapy. I've explored why I take really quickly. I discovered that lovely time of the month made me I moved all over the as my hormones were all over the place. So we take out hormones so that it's not um then add it back in at a certain level. So it stays like or I don't insane. Oh, I'm downing 3 right now. One that's like so small, but it gets stuck in my. So to answer my friend's other question, take my cereal as why? Because my goal is to get up, exercise. I'm going to bed at midnight, getting up at 5 night after night. That will create terrible symptoms. If you are on cereal, that question was asked of me, you have to force yourself to get someone in described coffee question mark. Coffee works for me. Coffee stimulant, yes. I also take morning ADHD medication. Main purpose of that as I have the attention of a 4-year-old, but positive side effect is it helps pull me out of exhausted state side effect of Seroquel or food stabilizer, terms, makes me tired. Psychiatric medications cause fatigue, cause good stuff, which stabilized mood. It can also make that's something you just have to come to grips with. Um, so I eat a lot of chocolate. Um, so to answer your other question, how long do I take to go to sleep? It's really weird. Sometimes it just knocks me out like I've had, I don't know. Not that I'd really know because I've never really been a drinker, but wine makes you sleepy. Just has that effect on me all of a sudden. It might be 8 o'clock, and I will actually need my son or my hubby to help me up the stairs because I am so ready to go to sleep. Can't really help myself. Bed. And there's other times lately, you know, the normalcy of bipolar is you can't control. You have to look at it this way. The doctor says medicate symptoms and can't never be cured. And sometimes the medicine is perfect and not. And last week I've been hypomanic, which is a form of mania. And if my friend is on here, you need to know that it's really sucking. It's really sucking because I'm going to bed at like 11. I'm falling asleep and I'm getting up at 5. And because I'm trying to keep my schedule that I always have. Because schedule is important. If I go all over the place where I live, I'm just a disaster. But I've had some hypomania. My business is busier. I have a successful food company, um, growing, and the excitement of that is my brain, kind of like, you've ever seen like lightning, you know, a lightning storm. And that's what my brain is doing. It's firing off when it shouldn't be. It should be calming down. So that's why I'm not going to spend very much time on here. I need to on my favorite. I need to bring myself and but because I haven't been on my YouTube, I did 25 days of steps to raise awareness for health. You know what? I can't do everything. All the disability for the one, a lot of positive things out of it because an awareness based on Facebook are now really engaged in health and is and so I'm trying to do that too. Um so how long did it take me before I actually go to sleep? In general, um I can get to sleep 9 p.m. If at 7. So give give it and you'll also know how it affects you. And this goes for anyone taking, you'll know how your med affects you, therefore you're reporting. Um so it took me till 2 p.m. today. Um I am not doing the greatest that I've ever done. Because my food company is doing so well, this is what people need to understand why it's hard for people with bipolar, because symptoms really cause havoc. So my food company is doing really great, but that means I have to move faster, and that means I get more excited. Therefore, I become manic and mania. It's not good. Not good. I I am having a little more anxiety because managing this new level of business is hard. I am so grateful. I'm so grateful. I mean, I've worked so hard to get to this. However, the faster I go is the way I describe it. And the faster I go, the more irritated I am because I'm edgy. Just not a good thing. So please do not think that mania or hypomania is good. I'm right now, I am not the calmest. I'm edgy. I am irritable. If you ask me too many questions, I will just literally say, just stop, stop. Too much, too much. Because I have to present myself, and I do, as a professional business person. And I love what someone said. Her name is Paige. She's on TikTok. She's autistic. She said this. Free Paige. So she says, I'm an alien who has to pretend with the humans that I'm human. So I have to act as human as possible. So don't figure that. I am really relating to the autistic because autism and bipolar are thought of as spectrum disorders. So working difficult. Um, so You said that you're trying to figure out a pattern for taking, well, like I said, however you want your day to go, if you know that if you take it at 6:30 that you're going to be asleep by 8:30, 'cause you like to get up at 6, 7, then do that. You figure out how does a medication affect you and how do you want to live? And then just plan that. That's my advice. Um, I understand that it's frustrating that it feels like you sleep away the better part of the day. The other day I shared with you this weekend. This weekend wasn't the greatest. I accidentally walked into the kitchen, even though my medications are color coded at night, took my night med the morning. What a waste. Saturday sucked. All I did. Felt sick, stomach, as I had taken my night before. Uh, it was just overkill. Too much of the same med in less than 8 hours. Very scary. So, um, it is frustrating to figure out. Before I go, um, in the book Bipolar, not so much. Um, I'm in chapter 8 on 70. A quick living side, finding normal. As we key point, your sleep energy, your thinking is flexible, then you're probably normal enough. And as someone who suffers from bipolar named Big I actually think I want to get the book. It's at first it was fun. So said says I wouldn't trade it all in. How high, how low I've been. Broken bones aside, I miss the edge. Miss the edge. Promise to stay on the living side. That's powerful. I used to say, I got so much more done when I was manic. Like, why can't I be manic? And having this hypo has to, no, no, just think it's not great. Sucks. Sucks. Like I said, it makes edgy, jumpy, it makes grumpy. I, bleh. I've already described it, so I won't. This page says on 72, what is normal? It's a question people often grapple with in recovery. Looking back, you wonder how much of what they did in the past was really just a sign of a mood disorder. Looking ahead, you know they have to keep a close eye on their symptoms to prevent another episode. Isn't that the name of the game all the time, right? That kind of self monitoring is important. I preach self awareness like nobody's business. Self awareness all the time. I shared the other night that I'm working on not interrupting people, where we talk a lot when we're high or nervous. Um, that's something I'm self honored. I'm working all of it off of, and then want to know about me last. Or no one wanted to be my friend because all I did was being bipolar. You don't understand how self-absorbed you are because that's just, um that kind of self-monitoring is important, but it's no easy task. No kidding. Start with all the symptoms of bipolar: anger, rash decisions, sleeplessness are also found in normal people. Trying to figure out what's a mood disorder and what's you is difficult. But as you get the hang of it, you'll start to feel confident and move in control of your moods. Start with, it's easier and more accurate to monitor energy instead of emotions are not the same as moods. Emotions are temporary reactions to life, and we hope you'll experience their full range while in recovery. In fact, cultivating an attitude of emotional acceptance rather than trying to control or judge your emotions help prevent depression. So I'm going to stop there because I've been really preaching mindfulness behavioral therapy. So if I feel angry, say, at my sister, I don't have one, so it isn't real, so then I won't offend anyone. If I was mad at my sister, that's an emotion that I can, and it goes like, I'm so angry at my sister because she uh, borrowed my favorite shirt without asking and ruined it. Apologized, but she didn't ask. So there acknowledged it, and I didn't judge it and go, oh, I'm just being dumb. Oh, I should just get over it. No, I just acknowledged it, and then I said it. I have loud for my brain to hear it, me to process it. You don't have to journal it, whatever works. I'm a very tactile person, so I touch my chest, say it, and I find expressing it that way, then I feel, and I try that and hold it at the top one. And if you need to keep going, I'm mad at my mom, I'm mad at work, I'm whatever. So it's just all gone. And you release it, acknowledge it, and then you can go. And then I find that because I don't let it stay in a big ball in my brain, my emotion, then I'm able to act on it. What can I do about it? Okay. Um, Maybe I need to tell my sister I'm upset with you. I will get over it. But you need to understand with my bipolar, I feel feelings deep. So it may take time, but I feel that with you because cross my boundary, didn't have the respect to ask me to my house and go in my closet and take my shirt. You have a key to my house because family and needed your help with something, letting the dog out or whatever, but should have been like common sense. Ask something. That's an example. So it's like you can get to the point where, well, what can I do? Make myself feel better and get back to square one. So emotion. That again. That was really good. Emotions are temporary reactions to life. They're not the same as moods. Okay. So you you and I are talking, but we're talking and what you're saying is starting to irritate me. And it's because I triggered something. And then I have a mood shift. And then I just start like, see, I do this kind of stuff. See, I grab my face and I close my eyes and it's close to my ears. It's all very, very loud body language that I'm putting out right now. And I'm like, I can't listen anymore. Like, I can't. Like, just stop. I'm so irritated right now. Like, said like 10 things. And I've got all this to do. And I'm, leave me alone. Like, that's that, you know, I don't know how to explain it, but that's like a mood shift. You know, if I all of a sudden feel ticked for no reason, that's a mood shift. That's a mood change. And so if I'm self-aware enough, ahead of it, like think like if I'm becoming angry for no reason, that's a mood shift. So what happens? Maybe your cheeks red. When I'm really mad, upset, sad, or crying or angry, my cheeks red, right over my nose and everything. Are there physical signs that your mood is shifting? I clench my fists, like do this. Like, what are the physical signs as a bipolar identify so that you can communicate? Okay, okay, listen, not okay. Need to stop. I'm picked, irritated, done. Okay, maybe in an hour, but not now. Right? I need to go for a run, or I need whatever your I need is. I know one of my friends on here like to read, but yeah. So, anyways, I think that tonight I gotta go chill. Um, and thanks for joining. And if helpful, to share it with them. There's just a difference between mood swing and an emotion. And I will say something super intelligent was said to me by a pastor. Emotions lie to you. You can, like, say your boyfriend broke up with you or something like that, but crying, and you cry yourself amazing out in the morning, you completely different. You can be like, you know what, I'm gonna be okay. A good night's sleep, wake up with perspective. It's all about perspective. So we'll dive more into this. All the doctor's direction. I'm Stephanie Brown. Love ya. And I've had a kind of crappy day, but life isn't fair. But um, those of us that fight bipolar depression, hey, hey, say, I'm not perfect. I'm courageous. No, if I didn't have the courage to open my heart to you, then um, wouldn't wouldn't hear what fighting bipolar is like. And you just saw it 2 hours ago. Scared the crap out of I was not managing myself. So good night, Mike, and whoever else is watching. Love you guys. And remember that you're doing your best, and don't judge yourself. Just try to set a new goal every day, and that's all you do. Symptoms don't care how you are.